Hey there, this is Anthony Trucks, CEO and founder of Trust Your Hustle and author of the book, Trust Your Hustle, Life Forged by Fire. And I'm going to talk to you today in this video about how to start a business. You know, I've in my lifetime started a few businesses that have been successful, and a lot of them had failures within it, but over time it became something that was great. You know, I played the NFL, and when I got done with the NFL, I wanted to come home and do something that I had control over, because for so many years of my life, my coaches and the team had control over my life, and I want you to be able to have that same feeling of release that I have been able to attain. Because when I got done with that control, I now control what I do with my life. And it came from running my own business. So I want you to think about that. Like, where in your life do you want to open some business that you can run to take back your own freedom? Because one thing that happens is some people believe that open a business will be able, to give you your freedom. But if you don't do it right, if you don't do it correctly, you honestly basically own a job. And owning a job is not what you want to do, because now the freedom you thought you're going to have, you end up not having. And I've been there, and that's not what you want. You want a business that can run positively, the way that you envision it, the way you dream it to be. But in order for that to take place, you got to do it the right way. And in my experiences, I started the wrong way and got to the right way. When I first got done playing in the NFL, had my degree in kinesiology, I wanted to open a gym. So I came home and I had no business plan. I had no clients. I had no idea what I was doing business-wise. I never even owned a gym membership. And I opened up 8,000 square feet of space. The stupidest thing anybody could have done. And it was 2008, which is the worst economy our country's seen in a long time. And I'm in kind of like not a very high socioeconomic status city. So I'm not doing very well at the gates. And it was something that was a humongous learning process that I'm gonna pass on to you now. The first thing to take into account is what it means to be an entrepreneur. Now, an entrepreneur is a word that's thrown around heavily lately, I believe, and I don't know if it always carries the same weight. Here's what I believe an entrepreneur is: someone who is living solely off the career that they have created for themselves. Now, some people have jobs and they have little side businesses, and they say they're an entrepreneur, but a real entrepreneur is living, by the seat of their pants. Like, there's times 2 years ago when I could not buy my children Christmas presents on Christmas Eve. I had no money in the bank. Like, that was my sole income, was my business. And that was a real entrepreneurial moment. And most people don't show that one. It's the glitz and glamour of the ones who do make it. And it's tough. So when I say, what it means to be an entrepreneur, it's a person who really is going full bore into that. I'm going to talk about that momentarily, of going full bore. But really, as an entrepreneur, is a person who honestly burns the boats, who burns their boat at the shore knowing they cannot return back home, and they're going for broke. The next thing you got to do really is you got to love what it is you're going to do. There are inevitably going to be, the next thing you got to do is you got to love what it is you do. Like, you got to love this business that you want to start like it's your child, because inevitably you're going to run into roadblocks. And if you love this thing enough and you're driven enough because it's something that you really want to do, it's not just an opportunity, you're going to push past those obstacles. And I find that people who go in search of these, financial opportunities to start some business, they usually don't do too well because they run into the same, blocks and the same hindrances that other people run into. But if it's not their passion, like they're driven, they don't want to get past it because it's like, I don't feel like going through this to get there, because it's just a monetary thing. So find something that makes your heart sing, like your soul come alive, that you really want to do. When you're in that place, you found that thing, that is what you want to put your effort into. Legalize, plan, create a system. The next thing you must do, you gotta do, is you gotta legalize your business. Now, I say legalize, there's a lot of ways to go about it. I am not a person that can give you advice on which to choose, which entity to go with. There's a lot. There's S corporations, there's C corporations, there's LLCs, sole proprietors, partnerships. There's a bunch. What I recommend you do is go find someone who knows this stuff. I know a great guy. His name is Mel Abraham. melabraham.com, phenomenal human being, great person to look into how to structure your business, like how to become a legalized entity to be able to protect yourself, your assets, your life, and also how to get your business into the next level of where it needs to be, which comes from legalizing it, be able to get a bank account and be able to structure it the right way. So look up Mel Abraham at melabraham.com. We'll give you great information, but you got to legalize your business. You got to protect yourself. For you, if you go into a world without any kind of legal protection, and you do something incorrectly or someone thinks you did and they go to sue, if they don't sue the entity, they're going to sue you. They're going to take your house, your food, they're going to take your car, they're going to take from you as opposed to the legal protection of having that business entity. So you got to legalize, go find him, we'll give you great information. The next thing, you got to plan. Now without a plan, like without a business plan, you're going to fall short. You need a plan to get where you want to get to. Without a plan, you're wandering in the dark. It's just like if you want to take a journey somewhere, you're not going to leave to go to the place you're supposed to go to without a map. Like you need to have that map, and that plan is where you can work it. And so now that you know what the steps are, there's a difference between, just kind of like putting traction to the ground and spinning your wheels. There's a very good possibility that without the right plan in place, you might put effort into something full bore and make no progress. So you got to have the right plan in place. Realize the plan is not going to be perfect, but having the right plan allows you to tweak it as you progress along the path. But without the plan, you're wandering. Create a plan, work the plan. The next thing, what you got to do is you got to go to the next level and structure it to where you have systems. Now, systems sounds odd, but what systems are the way for your business to run and tell you what to do for your business, not have the business be something where you're just kind of telling it what to do and you're running around like crazy. When I first opened my gym, I was running this situation where I was doing everything. I couldn't hire people to do anything because they didn't know how to do it. Not only that, I'd walk in every day and like, what am I going to do today to help bring revenue in? Like, how am I going to make sure I don't go broke? How can I pay rent? And what I found was the best way, like the only way, is to operate with systems. A company like McDonald's, they're phenomenal because of the systems they run. That's why you can open up so many, because they run the exact same way. It's a system. So when you go to get your business set up, start creating systems of how things operate, because now what happens is, one, the business, because you've set it up the right way, will tell you what you're supposed to do that day. Hey, today's Wednesday, I must make this phone call. Hey, today's Thursday, I got to go send this package. It'll tell you what to do because you did it in advance. Also, it allows you to step back and say, okay, I'm really good in this area. Like, you may be phenomenal in an area and not so good at this one, but your business needs this one. Well, you want to hire someone to do this part of the job. But if you can't train them on a system of how to do their job correctly, you're going to lose money. You're going to pay them to do a job that they can't do correctly to bring revenue back into your business. So you got to make sure you have the right systems in place so you can be able to have your business tell you what to do and not go crazy, and also allow it to teach somebody else what to do to help your business grow. Then comes the last, and I say most important step: take action. There's nothing, if I was to sum everything up to whatever it is in life that you should do, especially for your business, it's take action. And when I say take action, I don't mean dip your toe in the pool. Dipping your toe in the pool, like being a person who's kind of like trying something out, when you're halfway, you're going to be all the way out because you're not going to get the success. You can't just figure something out slowly by dipping your toe and hope it turns out to be something, because it won't. So you got to take massive action. You got to dive into the pool. Like cannonball, belly flop, whatever you got to do, get into the water. Because when you get in by taking action, things start moving forward. The ripples start to go. Get that? You jump in the water, ripples go across the water. And that's how businesses grow. From the person who is bold enough and brave enough and had like the gumption and the trust and the belief and the risk-taking ability to go and take action towards the goal that they had set for themselves for the business. So for you, when it comes to looking at that one paramount key thing, take action on your plan and move forwards. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure you comment below. Also, send me any ideas or topics you may have. I love answering them. Every single night, I put what's called a Nightly 90 on my YouTube. Subscribe to it, my YouTube channel. Also, I put it on my social media, my Facebook and everything else, but it's what's called a Nightly 90. It's a 90-second video that just kind of sums up my thought for the day, what I experienced, or a topic that you send me. So if you're struggling with something, you want to make a breakthrough somewhere in your life this year or today, send me the topic. I'll cover it and get something back to you that can hopefully help you move forwards, because that's my sole goal at this point in my life, is to help as many people as I can experience some kind of success and happiness and that jovial part of life that I think really is what life's about, which is why we're here. We're not here to just trudge through life and just exist. You're here to live. So check that out. Also, go check out on either the Google Play Store or the iTunes App Store my app. Go to either one of them, type in Anthony Trucks, you'll see it pop up, or click the buttons, you'll see it take you right there. Also, go to my website. On my website, anthonytrucks.com, I share some really cool insights, different ideas, and I give you free tools and processes and tricks of the trade, so to speak, that will allow you to have a better life. Like, that's the whole goal, is how do I help you have a better life? And I do that all on my website when you subscribe. So go there, put your name and email in, and I'll send you some free emails, some free cool processes and tools that I give to my clients that will allow you to start that process towards getting where you want to get to and having this amazing, abundant, beautiful life that you envision for yourself. So thank you again for watching. And as always, remember, you can trust your hustle to live an unexpected life.